Hey, Ryan Michael Galloway here with We Don't Need No Stinking Record Company.com. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up over the next number of days. We're going to talk about, as I mentioned before a while back, care and feeding of stringed instruments. For those of you who are playing guitar and bass and that kind of thing, with somebody who works on them all day long, Mr. Steve Anderson of Anderson Guitar Gallery. And we're also going to be talking to Mr. David Craver coming up about open mics, why you want to do them, how to run them, and some really cool things that he's got in mind, techniques for building an audience and that kind of thing, and why somebody new might want to do an open mic, might want to participate in one, and why somebody who is got maybe a veteran might want to still do it. So that's coming up very soon. And in the meantime, I want to talk a little bit about music school. And is music school worth it? First of all, I want to start this whole series, and there may only just be a few posts about this, but I want to start by saying, I would almost never discourage somebody from doing college, doing any kind of degrees and training above high school is extremely valuable. But music school in particular, there's some takes on this and why it may be valuable sometimes and why it might be not so valuable sometimes. We're going to get into this a little bit, but it actually depends on what kind of music and what part of the field and how you expect you might ply your trade. Remember that there's two basic ways, I guess, to make money in music. One is playing music and one's teaching. Well, that's a very, very small box, because there's certainly directing musical organizations. There's the administrative part of the educational system that you may get into that's, I guess, involved with education, but it's not actually teaching. There is recording in the studio, which is not really performing live. There's engineering. There's live sound operation. There is lights, all the theatrics around music. There are just a lot of ways to apply your trade and your interest in music, and some of those make a lot of sense to get a degree. So in tomorrow night's posts, we're going to start breaking that down a little bit and talking about where it might be worth it to do it and where it might not be worth it to do it, depending on where you're headed with the whole thing. And sometimes they just merge. So I'll be back with you. I'm Ryan Michael Galloway. We don't need no stinking record company.com.